We've got some hockey to talk about, like right now, and here to help is DraftKings contributor Geoff Ulrich. He's not like a regular analyst. He's a cool analyst. Let's price check. Are the following players worth their salary on this 11-game slate? At center, MIKA ZIBANEJAD of the Rangers has been over $8K the last 2 games, but he's dipped to $7.9 tonight at Winnipeg. Do you like that play, or are you looking elsewhere at this position?
Well, you know, Emerson, as the cool analyst here, I mean, I'll poke holes in some of these guys. I mean, ZIBANEJAD's been good. He's coming off a slow game, and yeah, you're getting him at under 8K, but it's a big slate tonight. You don't necessarily just have to pay up for this guy. The Rangers' offensive players have been good targets. I should say they've been popular targets of late. So I expect ZIBANEJAD against Winnipeg, who really is a fantastic matchup, quite frankly. They're bottom 6 in shots allowed, they're bottom 6 in penalty kill. They're just a good matchup for your fantasy forward. So there's nothing wrong with taking ZIBANEJAD tonight. He's still a little bit overpriced, though. I mean, you look at the guys underneath him, right? Like Leon Draisaitl going up against Chicago. That's a fantastic matchup. And then you got Braden Point at 7,100, Crosby at 69. Barkov is less expensive than him as well, going up against New Jersey, which is another fantastic matchup. So I don't mind the idea of taking ZIBANEJAD and pairing him maybe with Buchanan, his winger. I think that's actually probably going to be pretty cost effective. So it's a fine spot. I would actually prefer just going down lower because it's a big slate. Some of these guys that are priced underneath him right now probably shouldn't be. I'd rather take the value with a guy like Barkov, or even just take a shot with Braden Point again.
Okay, it's been 7 games since Colorado's Mikko Rantanen has been under 7K, but he's there tonight at 6.9. Nice. Versus Ottawa. You rostering him or another dude at wing?
Oh. I mean, look, I do kind of like Rantanen tonight. It's a great matchup. I mean, the problem with Rantanen is if you're going to stack him, you got to pay up for Nathan MacKinnon too, which is fine. I mean, it's just that if these guys don't go off, I mean, you're spending all your salary on 2 players. So Rantanen, I think, even on his own, could be a play at 6,900. It's kind of the same story as ZIBANEJAD at center, though. I mean, wing is just packed tonight. There's so many good plays. Taylor Hall, who I like last night and scored and hit the DK shot bonus, going up against Toronto. He's got an even better matchup tonight. That's an absolutely great one. Lane at 7,200 going up against the Rangers is good. And then, you know, you can even go down from there as well. You got guys like Huberdeau, 7,100. I do like Rantanen. I think he's more of a GPP play because people will just overlook him because this range is a little bit packed, and Rantanen, quite frankly, hasn't gone off for over 10 games now. So it's a really good spot, though. I would not be shocked if Mikko Rantanen ended up with like a 3-point night. So I'm definitely endorsing this play. More of a GPP play, like I said, but there's a lot of value on wing as well in this range. So you're gonna have to pick and choose.
All right, take us back to the blue line here. Vegas D-man SHEA THEODORE has delivered 3 games of over 18 fantasy points in his last 4 outings. And so his salary, of course, is sitting at a season high $5,900. Is he worth that in Minnesota, or does another option tickle your fancy?
You know, I mean, Theodore has been my guy lately. I mean, every time I roster him or write about him or bring him up, he scores, or he gets the DK shot bonus, or he just pays off. I mean, he's been very consistent. His price is up now, which kind of sucks because he was just such an automatic play around 5K, but this is a good matchup too. I mean, Minnesota is much like Winnipeg. They allow shots. They have a crappy penalty kill. It's a good matchup. So, you know, Vegas has been putting up points. They have a good power play, or at least they have of late. Theodore is a big part of that. I really have no problem paying up here. You know, again, you can get up to Chris Letang at 6,200, who quite frankly is just a better player. So I don't mind, you know, if you're thinking about that's fine too. And maybe you pay up for both, but it's really a night where you're going to want to save a bit of money. So I think if I was paying up, I'd either go to Letang or Theodore, and then I'd probably go extreme value. You know, Keith Yandel is another name at 4,900 going up against New Jersey. Really good spot there. You know, you could go down to like the Dallas players, I guess. Maybe not. But I mean, you know, Severinsen on New Jersey is a good value play too. So I would probably look to pay up for one of those guys, Letang or Theodore, and then go value in my next pick.
All right, which goalies are in a good spot right now?
Goalie's kind of interesting tonight. I mean, you've got, I think the big thing about this slate is you've got Vasilevsky, who's probably going to start. Yeah, he's going up against Pittsburgh, but he's 7,400. The last time this guy lost was like the Civil War was still on. I mean, literally, he just does not lose in regulation. So 7,400, it's just a misprice, unfortunately. You can definitely take advantage of that. Now, he'll probably be at least semi-popular, so there are other players you can go to. I mean, you know, just going down, I mean, whoever starts for Chicago is likely to see like 35 shots because they allow so many shots on goal. That's way more risk, though, obviously. Going up, just looking at it, obviously, the problem is we don't have confirmed starters, so that's why I'm going through them all like this. But there's not a ton of guys, that you're going to pay up for and just feel really good about. So it's really not a night that I would be spending a ton on goalie. I would probably be going for some of these higher risk plays and just looking to get a bunch of saves. I mean, I think Shesterkin for the New York Rangers at 7,300 is another player in that range I would probably go to. He's been fantastic and limited action, but it's not like the Jets have been great of late either. So I think Shesterkin, I think Vasilevsky, those are probably my two top plays. I think whoever starts for Philly is actually kind of interesting. It's not like the Islanders are that tough a matchup either. So there's lots of value. It's not a night I would pay up for on goalie.
Need that make it rain pick before you talk some golf with me. Which DFS play or hockey bet is one that'll make it rain cash on this 11-game slate?
This one's tough. I mean, there's so many good plays, it feels like, tonight. This is like just the chock full slate. You could go so many ways. I'm going to go to Florida, though. I'm going to go with Alex Barkov. I think the Florida first line is in for a big night against New Jersey. New Jersey been playing okay, but they've been beating up on some weaker opponents. I think Florida is going to – they're going to have a big night. So I'm going to go with Alex Barkov.